Kia and Hyundai are the most often stolen cars across Colorado. That's according to a new report from the Colorado Metropolitan Task Force. The Sonata, Sportage, Elantra, and Optima are on that list as the most stolen cars. 9 News reporter John Glasgow is following this story. And John, some people have had their cars stolen and are now fighting back against the manufacturer. That's
right, Gary. We found nearly 1,200 Kia Sportages have been stolen from the Denver Metro this year alone. Some owners say that they were misled when they purchased their cars. The question is, if you own one, what can you do about it?
I knew the risk of living in the city.
Assurance is not always guaranteed.
Yeah, I live in Denver in the Curtis Park / Rhino neighborhood.
When it comes to cars, peace of mind comes at a price.
If my car is parked behind a tree or I don't remember where I parked it, my first instinct is, oh my gosh, it got stolen.
If anything is for certain, Susanna Campora expects that her car will be a target again.
The first time it was attempted, the second time it was stolen completely. Since I recovered it from being stolen, there was another time where someone broke into the car.
She bought this 2018 Kia Sportage with a few miles on it from Carvana. Even still, she questions why her car was so easy to steal.
And what time do I live in? This is 2022, the 2018 car. You know, I don't live in the 70s or 80s where it's oh, here's a screwdriver and let me just take this car now.
Other Kia owners in other cities, in other states wonder the same thing.
There's a number of lawsuits going forward.
We had 9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor look over multiple court actions filed against Kia. So many claims, a judge is considering consolidating all of them into a class action lawsuit. Nearly every case, similar allegations.
That Kia was advertising that they had this anti-theft protection on the cars, and they didn't.
Kia owners who had their cars stolen say that they were led to believe their cars had an ignition immobilizer, where a microchip key is required to turn the engine, a feature considered an upgrade on most vehicles.
Did you know what a engine immobilizer was before all this?
No,
Do you think the average person does?
No, but it says this vehicle conforms to all applicable USA federal motor vehicle safety and theft prevention standards. It just has me wondering, what standards are these?
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration sets those standards, but we found an ignition immobilizer is not required, and the only anti-theft feature mandatory by manufacturers is the vehicle identification number. However, the owners suing Kia say they violated a different safety standard, that the engine should not be able to be activated if a key is not in the car.
I just feel like there has to be some recourse with these big corporations to protect consumers.
For Susanna, with no reassurance in her car, she can only hope Kia owners like herself might get some recourse in court.
I'm still at risk, technically.
So Susanna tried to connect with one of those lawyers with the lawsuits against Kia. Since she didn't buy the vehicle from a Kia dealership, she likely won't qualify for any of the damages as part of this potential settlement. Those who did buy from the dealership could add their name to a growing list of plaintiffs as part of those lawsuits. Now, since we shot this story, Susanna had her Kia Sportage stolen again.
Oh no.
Unbelievable.
Did she get it back, do you know?
She's getting it back today, in fact, Gary. It's been an absolute mess for her. So
oh my goodness.
Twice stolen, 3 attempts, broken into twice. It's just been a nightmare for her.
That is just awful. I feel bad for her. So this engine immobilizer thing, can you get that aftermarket? Can you buy the car and then put one on?
You would think, right? I mean, how easy would it be to put one of these in? But we did call a couple of auto body shops. They say that they're not able to install one after the car is built. But if you had to replace the damaged engine immobilizer, the cost is around $300. Kia says it's adding immobilizers to the 2022 models, the new ones that have come out. They say they won't comment on any pending litigation, but are adding other security upgrades and offering some steering locks as well to people who are targeted with these Kias. But it's just been an ongoing mess, and it looks like it's going to play out in court, Gary.
Yep, we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But okay, thanks for the update.
You're welcome.
That poor woman, that's so tough. John, thank you.